We'll start with our spoiler-free thoughts first. I will say that Star Wars is back. And you should go see it. I loved it.
Yes, awesome. It's a refresher of my childhood when I first seen it. And anybody can enjoy it, whether you're 6 years old or you're 50 years old, you're going to enjoy it. And just first-rate effects, acting's amazing, and great storyline, very believable. It's like it just left off. Great.
What's the first things that comes to mind to you? What was like a standout scene that comes to mind?
Standout scene. No? The scene with Han Solo.
Where he dies or when he first shows up?
When he dies.
Oh, when he dies.
That is the most unbelievable scene in the movie, I thought. You knew, you had an idea what was going to happen. Didn't want it to happen, but yet you can't stop watching.
Dude, as soon as he hit the bridge, I had the sinking feeling that he was gonna die. Like, first off, like the huge cavernous place they were in, like what the bridge was in the middle of, you know, on that planet Death Star. It's called the Star Killer, I think. But and with Kylo Ren in the center, and then you have Finn and Rey watching, Chewie watching. I personally, I thought he was gonna die. Yeah, personally,
it's perfect. I mean, it reminded me a lot of the original movie with Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
But this time, Han Solo, and it's kind of fitting. The son, that he's trying to save, ends up taking his life.
Yeah, last time we see Han, he sort of like embraces his son for one last time and sort of falls down the shaft like almost every single Star Wars character has done. Darth Maul, Darth Vader, or well, the Emperor, I mean, he fell down. So on and so forth. Well, Luke even fell down the shaft after he got his hand cut off.
What seems to happen on the bridge? What's with the bridge?
Bridges are important. But would you think about you know, the whole backstory of Kylo Ren being Han Solo's son and wanting revenge?
I liked it, but I wanted more background story. What happened exactly? And I think we'll see it in the future films, but I still was wanting more information. And then when what's the main actor?
Luke Skywalker?
Not Luke Skywalker. The main actor of this film.
The female?
Yes.
Rey? Yeah.
When she has those flashbacks and those dreams, you want to know what happened. And it just keeps you wanting more. So I think they did that intentionally to get you to watch the next movie.
Yeah,
the dots. But
I don't know that they were explicit about. I don't know if they were explicit about like why Kylo Ren wanted revenge. I know there was that giant dude Snoke who sort of seduced him to the dark side, I guess.
Right.
But they weren't really too explicit about like why he was so wanting to kill Han Solo. Or about how he specifically found out about Darth Vader. I mean, maybe Luke and Han filled him in, I guess. Well, it just occurred to me, that sort of explains how he got the helmet. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That Luke sort of kept the helmet for all that time. Damn, I didn't even think about that till now. So what do you think about Harrison Ford's performance as Han Solo? For the last time, I guess.
May have aged, but it was first rate. Did a great job. He kept the character.
Yeah, dude. There was a scene where he was, or a few scenes where he was just running or having dialogue scenes with Chewbacca and shit, and I was just like, damn, you know, that's kind of insane.
He had a lot of the same characteristics as the original character. He met it just perfectly.
Yeah,
he was aged and the same person.
Yeah.
Same movements, same humor, same interaction with Chewbacca. It was awesome.
Yeah, I guess with that, like, what did you think about what we got from each cast member? Remember, from Luke, Leia, and Chewie, or R2, C-3PO. I mean, for me, I thought Carrie was great as Leia. I mean, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
We didn't get anything too like meaty from her in terms of performance or anything.
And I noticed too, all the no-name actors, a lot of the original characters from the original movie were there. You see them in the background, you know they're there. They're not really having a main part. It gives you the whole atmosphere of the original film.
Yeah.
It didn't. It's like it just started over only how many years later. The movies that they remade after the original 3 were a different kind of thing.
Yeah. Which I hated the prequels. Did you like the prequels?
No.
I
thought they were terrible.
I thought they were bad.
You know that maybe the effects were better, but that was really all they had going for. Other than that, the acting was terrible. Plots were terrible.
Yeah.
This is definitely first rate, and I look forward to seeing the next one.
Yeah. What else? I guess let's talk about the guy who plays Kylo Ren. What do you think about his voice, about his mannerisms? Like, for example, the scene where I can't remember what happened specifically, but this little soldier guy came into his bunker and told him that something happened, like Rey and Finn got away or something, and like he had
a temper tantrum, and
he was like.
I thought it was very good for his character. The only thing I didn't like, I felt like him showing tears and him showing more emotion was less like Darth Vader. Darth Vader didn't show any emotion at basically the end except for anger.
Sure.
And I'd like to see more of that, but at the same time, you got to understand that this character's younger too, and he just recently switched to the dark side. He had less time for him to get involved into it, and it's shaping his emotions. So he's kind of like borderline. Still has some good tendency in him. You can see it, but he's completely right now on the dark side.
Okay. That's amazing that you said that he's kind of like a replacement for Han Solo, because he totally has. This kid has got some, like in real life. I don't know if you've ever seen him in real life, but like he has like a heavy British accent, and so does Rey.
So I would have never known that. Rey, I would have, but not Finn. I wouldn't have guessed it.
Really? Because for me, I've watched like, I'm not a super fan, but I'm a big fan of the original trilogy, and watching the interviews, I watched like every interview of John Boyega and Daisy Ridley, who plays Rey, and it was tripping me out. His, I guess, American accent, I guess you'd call it. I mean, you know, I thought he was great. He was full of charisma. I thought he was hysterical. For people who don't know, like, okay, Brienne of Tarth from Game of Thrones, she plays the chromed stormtrooper.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But she never had her helmet on.
No.
So, and she doesn't have a lot of screen time. I just thought that was weird. I mean, I don't think it was a flaw that we didn't get more of her. And granted, I guess that's why there's 2 more episodes, so one can argue, but I just thought she was really underused. I was sort of surprised, because if you had seen as many interviews as I have about Captain Phasma, or the Chrome Stormtrooper, in case I'm just messing up her name, I don't know, that was interesting. Also, Donald Gleason, he was a character who, he sort of makes a speech outside when the Star Destroyer sends out.
He was like the icon of fascism.
He makes that speech, and it almost looks like a Nazi.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When the planet-sized Death Star, I guess, blasts and destroys individual planets. I just thought that was great. Seeing that giant red blast like rip through the sky and shit was cool.
Yeah.
I guess. So I guess your favorite character was Finn from the.
My favorite character.
Because I'm stuck between Finn and Rey. I thought Rey was incredible. I think this is her first movie, maybe.
I would actually go with Rey. But I thought that Finn was a great addition.
Yeah.
He wasn't something where you watch him one film and you'll be okay with him going away on the next film. That he could continue on into the series.
Yeah, he was great. Rey's introduction to the film on Jakku, like she's sort of like a scavenger, and she's like searching through that crashed Star Destroyer. Those epic shots are like her sledding down the sand hill or whatever. Oh man,
It was pretty cool.
oh man. I guess with that, what else was there any flaws that stood out to you from the film? Any negatives?
Not that I can think of.
thought that Snoke was. I sort of go back and forth. Snoke was that giant thing, the literal giant thing, the hologram that Kylo Ren was talking to. I wasn't so sure about seeing him like 300 feet tall, even though he is a hologram. But
for all you know, though, you wonder what he actually does with it. Like, is he that big, or is he just doing it to show his strength?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's to show his strength, I suppose, but I just thought that was weird that he was so big.
Right.
You know?
For all you know, he could be like our size, and he's just projecting himself to be something so huge you don't want to mess with.
Yeah, that's what I assumed, but, you know, I don't know. Him being so big was sort of weird, but I got used to it. Lupita Nyong'o, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, she's from 12 Years a Slave. She plays a little orange alien. Okay, when she grabs the lightsaber and she has hallucinations, which I need to see that again because I forgot all the hallucinations, but when the orange alien comes up to her and talks to her with the goggles.
Yeah, that's right.
Lupita's alien, when she had the goggles on, I was like, I don't know about this. But when she took them off, I was like, whoa. It said like her alien creature was actually well rendered, so I thought it was alright. But yeah, I guess you're thinking like lack of information, maybe might be your main. I liked it for the most part. I like the pacing, actually. I love that it was so quick this movie the whole time.
They fit a lot into one movie. It was a lot more fast-paced than the original series.
Yeah.
Which I thought was good too, because it's been how many years? Everybody wants to know what's going on.
Yeah, they want to just get to the point. Yeah. And I love that the plot is that, you know, the dark side of the Force, those people are trying to track down and kill the last remaining Jedi. That's like a perfect plot point. I don't know if I'll make like a part 2 to this video, maybe I will, but I guess the only other thing, there's two things that come to mind really. The escape from Jakku, because that was the only scene that was filmed in IMAX, because the whole screen was filled. I thought that was incredible. Ray and Finn escaping in the Falcon that was just dope, man. And then Chewie and Harrison Ford coming shortly after. I thought that was a perfect introduction.
Definitely. It fit in just right. It wasn't stretched out too long. It had everything it needed to go for.
Yeah. There was always like just enough information. There was never enough for me to like be bored at night.
Right.
But with that, I guess let's just get to the ending, the final shot, where I guess that island is the first temple of the Jedi's, maybe? And there's like this huge buildup of her walking up there. And it looks like it was shot in Ireland or something, maybe, I don't know. But she gets to the top, we finally see Luke Skywalker, and then we end with her just holding his saber out to him.
So you were almost waiting for him to like use the Force to grab it.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was just gonna be like, or just be like, but my daughter.
It was the perfect ending.
I thought it was perfect, man. That's probably gotta be the best ending so far.
Yeah.
And the easiest paycheck that Mark Hamill ever received. But I guess a final summary and rating. What's rather?
If I gave it a rating, I'd probably be at an 8.5.
8.5? Really?
Some scenes were 10, but overall, the whole movie, I'd give it an 8.5. I'm a hard critic.
I am too, but oh man, there's so much of the right ingredients. I mean, I have the feeling that Star Wars is finally back and going in the right direction. Finally, there's none of the negatives from the prequels here. I thought the acting was great, the special effects were great. Loved the pacing. Honestly, I think I'm feeling a 10, man.
10?
Yeah.
For me, there was always room for improvement. There's other things I would want.
True, but my thing is that even with 10s, there's flaws.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think that there's like.
I think it's partially too that I'm so connected to the original film.
To the original films, yeah. That's where I'm at with it right now. I'm probably gonna have to do a part 2 because there's a lot going on right now with the noise. But yeah, man, I think JJ's brought Star Wars back. So
Definitely brought it back.
I think it might be my favorite film of the year, probably.
Anybody can appreciate, like I said, whether you're old or young. can appreciate it, connects it to the original movies. The new movies, you're not getting gypped. I feel like the people that watch the prequels are getting gypped.
Yeah.
Now
So
they're finally
Jar
getting
Binks.
something from the original.
Yeah. So I'm feeling a 10. You're feeling an 8? 8.5? 8.5? All right. I loved it. What'd you guys think about it? We gotta get out of here because we have like a 2-hour drive. So fun.